much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could have been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Anytime.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton.
Come on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Let's go, Bradbury.
That is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Oh, how you doing?
Finds his man, Baldwin.
Leaving that wide open.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little.
There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 28 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Newton. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
Right.
This is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, I want you to analyze the Seahawks' playoff chances here as they come out for this next drive. Look, I think it's safe to say they're not going to catch the Rams. They're not going to win the division. But how about their playoff hopes as far as a wild card goes?
But they're going to need some help along the way, I think, from other teams, other divisions. But it's not lost yet. Russell Wilson gives you an opportunity every time you take the field. The offensive line playing way better than expected. They're running the football like the Seahawks of old, led by Chris Carson. And that defense, not a lot of recognizable names, but playing at a pretty decent level, somewhat what we suspected in preseason, that Pete Carroll was excited about having a bunch of no-names, and maybe he could mold again. And I think that's what we're seeing with Seattle. Right now, tracking towards being a 500 team, if they can put together a 3-game winning streak somewhere, they could have a shot at it.
And if you're looking at the end of the season, great news for the Seahawks. 4 of their last 5 games at home.
Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dancing to his left.
Get in there.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of you.
Let's go. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Wilson.
Catch it.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. Well, Week 12 in the NFL, also Thanksgiving week, and 3 games on Thanksgiving. We know about Chicago and Detroit, Washington, and Dallas. Don't forget about the third and final game on Turkey Day, just as the early Black Friday shoppers are lining up. Atlanta, New Orleans.
And those Black Friday shoppers will be throwing serious elbows about the time this bad boy kicks off.
What are you doing?
Think about this weekend, or
Go
think about
upfield.
this Thanksgiving. It has the feel of a college rivalry weekend, doesn't it? Every game, intense rivalry. Chicago, Detroit, Washington, Dallas, and now this one, Atlanta, New Orleans. These two don't like each other very much. A huge game in the NFC South. Can't wait to watch this one. Matt Ryan, Drew Brees match each other.
Oh, my God.
The football, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off,
Come on, Cam.
yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had
Oh,
the
wow.
yards.
Set them wide open there, Adams.
Baldwin,
That's
touchdown,
fabulous.
Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
Oh, come on,
so they
Samuel.
took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down more. And finally taken down at the 34. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's hauled in by Ed Dixon. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, pick that, Luke.
The mark incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now a toss play. It's Carson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You
End zone
stayed with him.
Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat-trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
The man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Newton.
Oh, no.
Complete to right.
He's not supposed to get him.
And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
And he'll take this into the end zone.
DJ.
Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The former Gamecock here, this is Mike Davis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Give me that.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And Dixon has it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wes Horton in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Come on, guys. Go in the damn middle.
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves.
Oh, no.
He's taken down. Shamar Stephen in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Ran a little bit more time.
In for the score. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Forced out to his left.
Oh, yeah. Take that
and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes.
Yeah, incomplete. Let's go.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, wow.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's
How do y'all do that?
Touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Should have stayed with me.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Panthers coming out now. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that. They got his man complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were...
Defense blowing the coverage. Classic.
The thicker the ply, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The mad, man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Looking for
Let's go.
And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's Newton. Got a man, it's Wright. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 33 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Wilson now off the bootleg. Tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Oh,
and
man.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays. And
he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? The one that you're throwing it to?
I was about to say.
Maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Wes Horton. He's the one that got to him.
Get to play one more then. Ooh, excuse me.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got a picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On 1st down, Newton.
Oh. What?
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch. So
Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game.
How
so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in
Who is
at
that guy?
varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Give me that. Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 31 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away.
About Dallas.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
It's good stuff.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So,
come on, Adams.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think that we'll see the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott, because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more, and he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away with the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix obviously at the top, but you're right, just above 500. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Let's go.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton to throw. Taking a shot for
Damn it.
He fires one that's
Lost it.
intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but
no, what are you doing?
We threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the... Newton on 1st down. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off.
Yes, sir.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really
You gotta be kidding me.
sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Going for the deep ball.
Pick it.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Money, 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 money. I'm addicted to money.
I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big
I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
I'm addicted to money. I'm addicted to the Panthers football. It's a problem.
On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. To throw is Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Newton. Flushed out right.
Roughing the pass.
Comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To the air again, Newton. Being chased out left. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Convert on 3rd.
We just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Eluding the pressure.
Come on, man.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
To me, he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And nothing doing.
How's that not a touchdown, dude?
Taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's 2.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive, and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
It's windy in there.
Gano out to kick this one away.
The roof open.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Looking to straight play.
Starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Finding room inside the 40. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton now to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will
waited.
not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Prescott on first down. It's caught right side of turns. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This is caught.
Let's
and
go.
He'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for
Got
Cooper, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Let's go, David.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take it.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now, and he's got it to Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes.
Boy, Mario.
Second back right around the 41-yard line. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Second down, Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper.
Woo.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And
Let's
he'll
go,
take
Reed.
this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 23 yards on the play. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of
pressure. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. K1 short. Able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Third and long for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep.
Catch that,
incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that. Shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete.